and welcome to our show, Brookfield Public Advocate. I'm your host, Bruce Sennick. Tonight we have a second show about the Brookfield Library. For those of you who may have missed the first show, you can find it on YouTube at www.youtube.com/BrookfieldPublicAdvo. Tonight's guests are first Jennifer Clark, the technology guru at the library. Jen grew up in Western Pennsylvania, where she had a one-room library. After receiving her undergraduate degree from Penn State University, she went on to earn her MLS from Clarion University of Pennsylvania. And before arriving in Connecticut in 2005, Jen worked in libraries in Pennsylvania and central New York State. Our next guest is Mary Proudfoot, the children's librarian at the Brookfield Library. Mary grew up in Greenwich, Connecticut, and was a regular at the Greenwich Library. She graduated from West Virginia University with a bachelor's in music education and taught elementary general music before taking time to raise a family of 4. Her volunteer work eventually turned into a paid position at the library in 1988. She has held several positions before becoming the children's librarian 10 years ago, where she has been able to combine her music background with her love of children's literature. Ladies, welcome and thank you for joining us this evening.
Thank you.
Let's start off with technology. How does technology enhance the library experience for its patrons?
I think the biggest way that it does that is it brings the library to the patron instead of the patron having to come to the library in order to use our resources. It's a 24/7 environment now. The patrons can use our databases, access our catalog, place holds on materials, and any of our online resources that before, when they were all in print, they would have to come to the library in order to use those. And people's lives are so busy now that they don't always have time to come into the library. But with the technology we have now, they can still use it in a virtual way. And it's a matter of us going to them and not expecting them to always come to us, and just being with them mobily or at their home computers now, instead of making them walk through the library doors always.
Yeah. What online and in-library technology does the library offer?
We do offer 14 public access computers. They do have all Microsoft Office products. We do have wireless internet, which is available both inside and also outside in the parking lot of our building. And we've had several people who will come after hours and use the Wi-Fi, and that's great.
No kidding.
You know, we're glad to know that people think of us as a place they can come and use even when we're not open. We've had, as I believe was mentioned before, a lot of job seekers in, and the computers, definitely the usage has gone up because of that. And we have some specific job resources that weren't available before, and the technology we have definitely helps them with their online searching and resumes and all of that.
Now, I guess maybe I might say I'm a little old school with a lot of technology. You know, my kids, I say kids, you know, adult kids, just pick it up, you know, 1, 2, 3. Whereas I struggle with this. What's all this fuss about ebooks?
Ebooks are very, very popular now, and it's basically an electronic format of a book that you can read either on your computer or more popularly with a handheld ebook reader. I believe it was last fall we started to subscribe to a service called Overdrive, in which you can download both ebooks and e-audiobooks. And it's a free service to patrons. All you need is your Brookfield Library card. And we have, I believe, right now close to 300 ebook titles that are available for users to check out. It's a very simple download. It's a very quick process, and it will transfer to pretty much all e-readers. Unfortunately, it doesn't work with the Kindle yet, but they've promised us that by the end of the year, it will be compatible with the Kindle. And this is something, too, that patrons can do from home. They don't have to wait for the library to be open to come in and check out a book. They can do it from home. There's also apps for your phone, for the iPhone, and for Blackberries and Androids, so they can do that on the go. They don't even have to be at home to transfer books to their e-readers.
So they can even do it in the parking lot at night.
Absolutely.
Many university libraries tap into periodicals without more than a subscription for that service. Might this be something that municipal libraries could do for a way for those who own a Kindle and simply want to download a book? And assuming that that's possible, how might that Kindle be returned to the library?
It's certainly possible. There are a number of libraries, public libraries, who do that now. We've not been able to do that yet just because of cost issues. It would be great someday to be able to do that. In the meantime, though, we do have a number of databases, online databases that have newspapers, have magazines for people to use. We have a large number of them that come through ICON, which is a service of the Connecticut State Library and also the Department of Higher Education. There's a very, very large number of databases that they have, and it's free access, again, with any Connecticut library card, not just a Brookfield library card. There are, again, the magazine subscriptions, the newspaper subscriptions, journals, and it's for all ages as well. It's for the adults and the kids doing their homework. There's all age-appropriate materials, and they're all vetted resources. They're not Google. They're factual information that nobody has to question whether or not it's accurate information.
Yeah.
We also do have a genealogical database called Ancestry.com. It's available only in the library, but it has census records, birth records, death records, and they're actually true copies of these items that people can print out and use for research. We have a lot of people who come in just to use that resource. We also have consumer reports online, which is nice because we don't always have the magazines checked in, and again, we're not always open. And this is something that people can use anytime. And we also do have a testing and education database, which has SAT prep. It has scholarship information, grad school information, college information, and one other database which is relatively new to us that I think is very exciting is called Universal Class, and it has over 500 online classes in an immense variety of subjects, from computers to cooking to real estate to wedding planning to business, and almost every subject you can think of you'll find in there. And they're all self-paced courses, so you can pick them up and take them whenever you'd like. So while we don't have the Kindles to loan yet, we still have a ton that can be used.
And so these courses can be accessed from my home computer.
Absolutely.
And if I want to learn some more advanced, to kind of maybe get into the 21st century, I can do it from the home computer.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, terrific. I've been in Brookfield for 6 years, and I've heard of some discussion. I don't subscribe to this, but I've heard some discussion. Why do we need a library? Everything is tech these days. Just a question that, knowing that I was going to be doing this program, a friend of mine asked,